kirkas luojan taivas. Ihana on sielujen toiviotie. Maailman kautta kuljemme laulain taivasta kohti matkaa vie. Kiitävi aika, verähtävät vuodet. Miespolvet vaipuvat unholaan. Kirkasna aina sielujen laulu, taivainen sointu säilyy.
Alright, welcome everyone, it's your boy Tornikessu, bringing you another episode of Finland at War. Today, we're about to play the famous battle, or the most famous battle of the Winter War, called the Battle of Raatteentier, or in English, the Battle of Raatte Road. This essentially was the battle that originally started the meme when the snow starts speaking Finnish. So what we have here is basically Finnish sissy soldiers, and we are facing numerically better equipped and numerically superior and better equipped enemy. And what we're basically trying to do is basically destroy this whole column that has gotten stuck on this road over here. What we're actually trying to do is kind of take the Soviets and isolate them into small pockets. For example, it seems that we have a small campfire here. So what we're trying to do is basically destroy this campfire, then the next, and the next, and the next. Basically to face the enemy only when we have superior numbers. Now what we are trying to do is basically to link up these forces so that we are more efficient with our troops. Now we don't have much heavy artillery or whatnot, so we basically have to fight the tanks only when it's suitable for us to fight them. Luckily, against infantry we should be very good indeed, because we have these a lot of these veteran troops. For example, these I think are purely sissy troops right here, and I think we have another one right here. So against infantry we should be extremely deadly. So what I want to do first is start a flanking maneuver with this northeastern force. Kind of go along the edge of the map and try to see when we first collide with the enemy. Now, because we don't want to immediately get caught up in the action, we're probably going to split our forces a bit. So what we're gonna do, first we're gonna put a scout ahead. These snipers, at least, actually this is an elite sniper, and I believe, yeah, he basically looks like that sniper in the famous photo about Winter War. Except that this guy doesn't have a bayonet in his weapon. But anyway, what the scout allows us to do is to see a lot more than these regular guys. I think these regular guys, they have a vision range of like 100 or 125, and the scout alone has a range of I think it's 150 if I'm correct. So that should give us plenty of warning time before we run into potential enemies. Another thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna put all of our troops so that they only return fire. Because if we run into enemies and we would have fire at will, like I have with this mortar right now, it would not be very good for us, to say the least. Also, we want to take all of our artillery pieces that we can carry, as well as that ammunition box, because I believe it will come quite useful for us if we have to use a lot of ammunition. Now our objectives is to eliminate this Russian garrison that is stuck on the road, and as well we should capture. Our secondary objectives is to capture some vehicles, which we will try to do, but honestly we're not gonna fixate ourselves on that objective. More important is that we can conserve our forces. That is why I'm not actively trying to capture them. If there's a vehicle that comes guns blazing on our way, we're gonna just straight out destroy it. Like we're not gonna try to bother with it and try to do some fancy maneuver like capture it or whatever. If there's a vehicle that needs to be destroyed, we're gonna destroy it just right off the bat. Now we saw our first enemies, so apparently they have this hill position there. Basically at this moment it would be very suicidal for us to attack it straight on. We definitely would need for our forces to combine and maybe even attack it from the rear in order for us to have a chance of defeating them. So we're gonna just bypass them and move forward. Okay, so in the meanwhile, while we are shifting these forces around, I might as well tell you a little bit of the background of the historical battle and how it went. So basically, the Soviets tried to cut Finland in half, right about where the city of Oulu is. I believe it was the 163rd Rifle Division that they tried to do it. They occupied for a small period of time the town of Suomusalmi, and basically the Finns came in there and managed to defeat the both pincers that the Soviets were enveloping. While this 163rd Division was there at Suomusalmi, they tried to bring reinforcements for these forces. They advanced during this one single road in a large column, kind of like they did in Ukraine. And the Finns, they just saw the Russians coming through, blocked the front and rear paths of these forces, and then made these mottis. And mottis are basically when you envelop or encircle a unit. So they developed these small mottis out of these Russian units, and then just basically killed them all. So very nasty, but very effective. A little bit, by the way, background about the whole motti tactics. It kind of bugs me that they are saying that it's like this really new awesome thing, which to be honest, the motti tactics they have been used all throughout history. is I think it's just the fact that the Finns were having such a high kill to death ratio in this particular battle that just made the media assume that this was like a Finnish thing, this multi-tactics. But if we go back in history, it definitely ain't a new concept. So for example, the Germanic tribes used it against the Romans in the Battle of Teutoburg Forest. Basically like what, 17 AD or something like that. For example, the Napoleon and the French army, they used it in their wars. That's probably one of the very famous examples of these kind of tactics. So definitely isn't a new thing, but yeah, the Finns were getting just an amazing kill to death ratio in this battle, and I think that's the part that made the multi-tactics so recognized all around the world, essentially. Now, how were the Finns able to do this in real life? Basically, it comes down to the fact that the Soviets were with this mechanized force, and they weren't able to move away from the road because their vehicles would just get bogged down. While the Finns, they were traveling very light, using skis, and just enveloping the Soviet forces around. And yeah, that is how they essentially do it. Now we cannot get the same kind of effect here, because these guys here, they aren't using skis, but but we'll try our best to at least kind of simulate how the multi-tactics would actually look like. Let's bring these guns. The thing what I'm trying to do is essentially get the mortars under one fire control, because it's very tedious to constantly shift like okay, now you fire, then you fire, and so on. So what I'm trying to do is essentially do it so that with one command I can command all the artillery pieces together, apart from this machine gun. So like that. Now I think the next thing what we're going to do is attack this hill. We could obviously try to get through this point here, but I think this is kind of a choke pointy point here. It seems that there's a lot of enemy encampments there. So I think what we're going to try to do is kind of go through the west or northwestern part of the map, and there gather our forces together. We're now getting some fire from the enemy. We're gonna try to hold. There's a machine gun there. We just got. Well, apparently not. There. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. I think we lost a couple of guys from this squad. Yes, we did. but not too bad considering that it was a little bit larger enemy force than I was anticipating there. Now, for example, this mortar definitely soon needs a little bit more rounds. It still has rounds enough maybe for one engagement. Then we probably have to go back here. The not so nice thing about this is that for whatever reason, it seems that we cannot grab these ammo boxes and get them out of there. So we always have to kind of come back and we always kind of have to get back here and rearm, which is kind of tedious. I want him to kind of scout ahead and see when we have our next enemy encampment. And it sees that it's right around here. We have an MG, another one there, the AT gun. We should bring it somewhere like here. Way it can at least fire over the troops if everything else fails. And the MG we could put here to cover our rear, so that if there's for example infantry that tries to flank us from these woods once we start firing, we won't be completely boned and we have at least some coverage to this area. That's what we like to see. I mean, I would otherwise already advance through this field, but the thing is, because that's a fixed position, and well, they got only rifles, maybe that I could actually already get or destroy. Actually, they already got it destroyed. We have at least one enemy tank that was here. That's something that we definitely gotta destroy. But this means that we cannot also just go in and sweep through this base. Rather, we have to set up our forces so that we'll be ready for that. We'll be ready to face that. And is it 2 or is it? That is 1. That is 2nd. Okay, it's not counting this tank. We'll have to hope that is not active at the moment. We're gonna bring definitely our AT gun probably forward, or let's see if it could fire on the tank. Doesn't seem like it. We basically just want to make sure that our insurance, aka this AT gun, is ready to fire if things do not go as we wish. We'll see how forward we can get with this guy. I'm gonna put him in first person control. We'll see if we get really close. Then we'll probably just try to throw this satchel charge to the car. Once we get this satchel charge on it, then I think we can basically spray the motorcycle guy out of there. So let's see how far we can throw it. So I think something like that is okay. So let's throw it. Let's get out. Okay, that was an excellent mortar hit from them. Basically managed to destroy the enemy in one hit. Very good indeed. There's not very much left, but I think what we're gonna do is just keep firing with our mortars. I mean, I did see that there was like an enemy vehicle there. But it hasn't done anything yet, so we're just gonna be a little bit more aggressive. I mean, if they really want to stay there and get shredded by my mortars, that's all fine for me. Like that. Because we gotta remember that we can always just go back and resupply these mortars, like, is okay for us. Now they're starting to attack us from here, so we will pull some of our guys here to protect against that attack from there. We'll leave these guys still here. What is the thing with this? He can still fire, but I guess he's not firing at the moment for whatever reason. Alright, I think we can cease fire. Same thing here, cease fire. Just as an insurance, I'm gonna take them back and resupply all of my mortars again. Now again, little bit historic background on why this battle is so known around the world. Basically, it can be counted down to two reasons. So the first is that the Finns were heavily outnumbered numerically and equipment-wise in this battle. If the battle would have been carried out in an open field, for example, there's no doubt that we would have been wiped out by the Soviets. It would have been mechanized force against light infantry, and we would have stand no chance. But the second reason why we were it's such a legendary battle is that we absolutely just demolished the 44th Rifle Division. So the Finns estimated that we basically killed around 7,000 to 9,000 Soviet soldiers. Plus, we took around 1.3 thousand prisoners out of alleged strength of 14,000. And you can count that there's probably some wounded, so the actual healthy survivors were very few indeed. While we had the total strength of 6,000, so we basically killed, every soldier killed at least 3 Russians in this battle, which is phenomenal kill-death ratio, well, kill ratio at least. And the equipment that we captured here then was later put into good use in the continuation war and also in the winter war. So, what the fuck happened in here? Okay, that was weird. For whatever reason, both of my artillerymen just decided to oof when I tried to move these guys forward. At the moment that this settlement that we have here is what we're gonna have to fight up next. It seems that there's very little resistance actually here. But just to make sure, we're again going to put our scout forward a bit. He should very soon see some enemies, like right around here. Yes. Very good. We're very effective with our mortar strikes at the moment. We're definitely getting very good hits. Only a few enemies left, so I think we can cease fire with our mortars and wipe the rest of the guys with our infantry. Okay, well that was it. Now that I'm actually thinking about the situation and all the stuff that we have, I was thinking that should we actually perhaps take some of these with us? Didn't they have like a howitzer or like a field gun? Yeah, like for example here. Maybe we should take this one. Then again, I don't know, like, yeah, maybe it just slows us down a bit, so yeah, maybe we'll just keep going with what we have. Okay, let's bring these guys back and put these also to the ground. It's just a couple of infantrymen, so we should be able to beat them out. We can just in case. Actually, I don't think we need to put a firing order. We'll just move these mortars already closer. So when in fact we do need them, we have them close by. Okay, now we're getting some tanks and other stuff. We're gonna put that everyone fires at will. Mortars fire. Do I have my AT gun? Let's wait and see if the tank comes back around in that battle. There, tank is coming back again. It's actually not a tank, it's like a motorbike. There is actually the tank coming in. Easy kill. Then we wait that the guys come out. Or did they actually just get wrecked in there? I think they were... Yeah, they were decimated there. We saw that there was an MG somewhere around here. However, unfortunately, I don't have a line of sight where he is precisely. There's a guy right there. I think we can just nail him with the machine gun, like so. Okay. We have something in there. Can't quite see. Okay, the recoil is gone. Let's bring him away there. Oh. We're still good, we're still good. It's still there. I think our mortars, they just didn't do the thing that we were hoping for. Doesn't matter. I think we hit some rounds over here, so we pretty much just are gonna go close quarters and annihilate these guys. Perhaps we can even throw a grenade in there. And then we're gonna pull back. I'm gonna try to scout just a bit to see if we can see. There is still the machine gun. I'm gonna try to nail it with this one, this mortar. Once it's gone, I'm gonna make sure that it doesn't get back. There we go. Now I'm kind of thinking whether I should or should not engage that position with this field gun. I'm kind of fearing that if I engage it and I don't get a solid hit, then it just turns around and starts firing on me. So I'm probably gonna use this mortar as insurance, essentially. Okay, they have definitely seen this scout, but they cannot see him anymore because he's hiding in a bush. That's good. We can keep it like that. This pocket here is quite big. I'm kind of fearing that this might be a little bit risky, but I think I'm gonna flank this position with bringing guys here. I'm gonna attack it from the side and mortar that thing from there. So all these guys, we can probably move them like maybe even somewhere like here, like the first mortar. Okay, mortars, perkele, mortars, fire that wheel. Like this. Very good indeed. Let's bring them up a bit. I really don't want to just attack this position straight because... Oh, I had a medic here. I don't want to attack this position straight because I fear that again, that quad MG will just shred my guys. So I obviously do not wish. I think he can hit him right there, so I'm gonna bring him a bit forward. Up. Never mind. There's a bit more guys in there. Here. Fire there. Fire. So let's see if we can see where the machine gun was firing at us. I think it was somewhere around here, but cannot tell for sure. I'm probably gonna again flank it. Try to get some eyes on it. Now if it has if it's watching this way, they probably won't anticipate me coming this way, and I was right. It is, for some reason in the map it says that it would be looking this way, but really it's not. It's right the opposite way. It's gone from here, so I don't know. I'm just gonna keep firing with this mortar. I mean, I cannot attack it with the infantry. I just have to hope that my mortar hits it in a solid enough way that at least one of those guys dies. Well, exactly like that. Now I can snipe the final guy with a good shot. Let's hope that it connects. Like that. Excellent. And now we'll move forward with these guys then. Okay. I think there was only one enemy left. And I think I can get it with this guy. And we're just gonna bring our scout and snipe him out of here. And back him up with the infantry squad. Okay, there was a little bit more guys than what I anticipated. That's alright. I'm gonna throw a grenade. Oh, my guys already finished them, so good. Maybe this gun we should bring here, just in case there are, for example, tanks that come by. Also, now would be a good time to bring the ammo box to the 3 mortars I have there and resupply them. And that would be a very juicy mortar target right there, or artillery target. But let's hope that nothing bad happens. Well, I definitely cannot sneak in there. I think once again I have to rely on my mortars. We're gonna use our mortars again. We're gonna nail this MG position here. Once it's gone, we're gonna move forward a bit and see what else we can find. Unfortunately, we're not able to make a good hit on the position where our rounds are going a little bit short. Okay, that was good. I think that was more than enough to take care of that position there. Okay, there's infantry moving up. I think we're gonna wait a bit to see what they kind of do. If they move up a bit. Okay, now it seems that they're kind of retreating, so we don't mind. It actually works better for us because we can move freely forward. Again, let's see if we can hit with our mortars over there. If we cannot, then we're gonna switch. Okay, that was enough. Jesus, that one mortar that has that, I think it's like mine werfer or something, mine thrower, heavy mine thrower, that just decimates the infantry completely. It's a god sentence for us. Seems that we have a tank over there. Now, I'm not sure whether it's the wisest thing to try to hit it with an AT gun, because I think it's just gonna aggro it. And once it's aggroed, then I think it will just just make us more trouble by firing on us. Well, let's scout ahead a little bit, so we'll be a little bit more wiser. Alright, at least the tank should be looking towards us, and it is. The mortars. Again, we're gonna fire 1 round into the camp. Well, probably a couple with the heavy mortars, a couple with the light mortars, I'd say. Okay, we're getting hit somewhere. Worst can cease fire. We did have this medic here, and he didn't die, so we can probably still heal this guy. Now this, I'm not too sure how necessary this is always, since I'm always kind of bringing my guys forward. It could be that I'm a little bit over exaggerating, because I'm always like, I want to bring my mortars as close to the front line as possible. But that's basically just so that I'm basically doing so that I always have enough range, because for me the worst thing would be that I don't have the necessary range to combat the enemy. Now, for example, there's a tank there. Here I a little bit I think fucked up, because now there's quite a way to bring my AT gun over here, so I think we just have to destroy it. If it decides to rush us, we have to destroy it with our infantry. Just in case, I'm gonna bring this mortar just a little bit back. Here we are at full power. We had our scout here. Let's see what he can find. A couple of enemy soldiers. We're gonna line up right here and light them up. Let's get the medic out of here, so if somebody gets killed, I can still heal. Very good. Now I think this side might be acroed, so enemies can look at this way. Tank is pushing us. Do we have the AT gun? I don't. Well, it depends how much the tank keeps struggling there, but we can maybe get the AT gun into position in time. I'm gonna switch its fire mode to fire at will, so whenever it's in the position, basically now, it can fire. But just in case, I'm gonna still keep my guys here. Okay, I'm gonna rush forward with this one guy. Let's change to anti-tank grenade. Okay, no need. The AT gun made short work of short work of those guys. It seems that they still do have some strength in there. It's like a field gun or something. Ah, okay, just when I was about to say, yeah, that was the end of it. Well done! With this victory secured, we can now breathe a sign of relief. Oulu is now out of reach of the Soviets. There is a guy here from HQ, he's going to take photographs of this carnage now. They requested it so they can use such photographs for propaganda leaflets. This will be aimed at Soviet soldiers, telling them that they will also meet white death when they try again. Excellent. So that was the the Battle of Rate Road. There. Anyway, I want to thank you for watching this video all the way through. I'm sorry that this mission was a little bit boring. These missions in this Talvisota DLC that have these kind of stealth missions, they kind of do not work because in order to properly do, like for example, the Motti tactics that the Finns actually used in this battle, you would have to do a lot of micromanaging, which I believe I'm not very good at this game, at the moment at least. But yeah, once we get to the bigger battles, then I think the viewer experience will also be a lot better. But yes, I mean, anyway, again, very well. Again, thank you very much for sticking through all this way. Remember to like, comment and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Moi moi.